whether I am doing enough or not, it is for the people to decide, not some party who have not spoken out. They forget that they are running the government. And what is that enough? Do they want me to send Prime Minister here under my command? Within the domain of elected representative as an MP, among 543 Indian Parliament, Lok Sabha, we have 2 or 3. How many issues? What is the issues that have been raised?
People or the protesters, even opposition as well as ruling. So in such a scenario, there are also criticism toward you also. Opposition, ruling often allege that you are not doing enough or you are not voicing your enough voice. Any thought on that?
See, first of all, whether I am doing enough or not, it is for the people to decide, not some party who have not spoken out. They forget that they are running the government. It is to govern Manipur is not the duty of Vice Chancellor of DM University or Manipur University. These are ABC of basic science, social science. They must understand that it is government who runs. Our CLP cannot order battalions to move into search those hostages. It is the responsibility of the government. The meaning of government they have to understand. I think, it is coming from the fact that there is a massive public mandate rejecting this kind of governance that have resulted into that election of Lok Sabha. And there is a bitterness among this party. So despite that, what is an MP supposed to do? You raise issues in the parliament, outside the parliament, lobby with the MP to influence public decisions and public opinions. And what is that enough? Do they want me to send Prime Minister here under my command? Can I send army here? So what is that they are saying? This is simply trying to mislead the people. And if there is any lacuna in my, please point it out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is within the domain of elected representative as an MP among 543 Indian Parliament, Lok Sabha. We have 2 or 3. How many issues? What is the issues that have been raised? Have you ever heard our voice before? Outside or inside, you flick through the 5 months period during this, my office. How many voices have been registered from Manipur? Have you ever seen this kind of thing? This is not to praise myself. This is the duty assigned to me by the people. And that's what I am performing. That the bitterness of having lost, they thought that, by using arms and monies, they can suppress people. They couldn't. So the only thing is that they are trying to confuse the people. And the more I speak, they get more irritated and trying to distract the things. And come this winter sessions, I will not leave it. In the entire crisis, how many times these ruling parties have spoken up? This is not about BJP or Congress. This is about government and the opposition. And I have said in my first statement, if there is no assembly, there is no people's representative, then what are we? We're going to be governed by outsiders. It's like the Chief Commissioner status before, daily deciding everything. That the people have a government under the Indian constitutions, and they have failed to do that. People's lives have been lost. So it is my duty to speak up for people, shape public opinions as much as possible, even though there is 1 or 2 MPs in these vast countries, get access to the national media. We didn't get it before. Just check it, how many voices have registered from throughout the international media, national media and platforms. So just simply saying that he hasn't done it. So they expect me, I would even dare hand over the government to us. We will show what we can do and we cannot do it. What a Chief Minister is supposed to do, you will see it. This is simply a trick. They have been doing that, that's the confusion they have created. Sometimes saying that illegal immigrants, sometimes saying that it is an ethnic conflict, sometimes saying that it's a terrorism. The Union Home Minister says it's not terrorism. They've been playing drama all along. There's the confusions. This is something that I have reminded, I'm appealing to you. Remember that there's, once Kautilya said, if you cannot convince the people to accept certain political demand or something, make people confused and make it disarray among ourselves, loss of coordination, then they will impose. That's what they are trying to do it. And so these people who have been making this confusion are hand in glove with those forces which try to destroy Manipur.
So another thing is, last one, imposition of upper spy in 6 police stations. Do you see any justifiable reason to it, sir?
See, this is something that people of this state have been fighting against APSPA for so long. This is bad. I have maintained this. I have spoken against this act for 30 plus years now. I've called it as a blot on Indian democracy, number one. And we have enough experience. In Nagaland, voting incident is still fresh in our mind. We don't like it. This is something that we need to understand first. There was a naked protest. There was a young chap who burned himself to death. And if you don't have a sensibility of that history and you are reimposing it, this is first thing. Second, after 1972 amendment, the power to impose APSPA was given to the central government as well. Before that, since law and order is a state subject, the initial framer of the, this law only gave the power to the state government. In 72, they have amended it, and center has it. The amazing thing is, this is very revealing. Among all the states where the APSPA has been imposed, Manipur now stands as the only state where some portion of Manipur is imposed by the central government and some by the state government. So, in other words, certain territories are being controlled. This is controlled by the union government and some by the state. This is an erosion of federal structure. And this is the complete lack of coordination also between the center and the state government, hence our tragedy. This is the third one. You should remember that the notification mentioned something very interesting. It said, for coordinating these armed forces. Remember that unified headquarters, which people call it Unified Command, its official name is Unified Headquarters. The mandate of the Unified Headquarters is for effective and efficient coordination among different security forces to deal with, number one, law and order, number two, with the security. It is already there. Churachampur, More, and many of the foothills were under APSPA, despite that they have not been able to coordinate properly and stop the violence. What makes them think that in these few 6 they will be able to coordinate it? It is only a camouflage of some, I suspect, ulterior motive behind it. I would even dare to say that this is their anticipation of a possible retaliations and they are trying to control it. This gives a bad impression as if the Indian armed forces are being partitioned in the entire affair. This is a revelation of that. Last but not the least, we should not forget that APSPA being introduced in Manipur in this fashion and the mentality they have expressed, they said that, you just see the official being quoted in national media says that this will not immediately lead to, military operation. An official was quoted in the national media, but it will scare people from moving around with arms. But have they been able to do it in the hill areas, in many of these places? So this is only an ad hoc case, lack of political will. It is a reflection of this thinking behind the government of India vis-a-vis with the crisis that we have. The insincerity and the dubious character that the government in India has shown vis-a-vis with the crisis in this state.
So, sir, what is your reactions? We have confirmed that 6 people have been now killed, including those minors. So, what is the reaction?
Now, first of all, you are saying it is confirmed. I have seen it from newspaper that the institution called Government of Manipur, it has a police department. Have they said that?
No.
That's what the erosion of public institution. The official confirmation should come from the government of Manipur's home department or the police department. As I have already said, if this reported killing, I have said we have crossed another stage. This is hostage taking. And killing of an infant is internationally condemnable. It will be. I have already said it. This is unacceptable and you have to pay the price for this. If you go on like this, I said already that no political demand can be resorted to this kind of an act. And I think our political leadership from different communities, including the so-called Kuki-Zo, I'm using the so-called because this term has appeared recently. I would have used the word cookies. They must also come out. And they have been raising these issues. You are an MP, what have you done? You didn't condemn when the women were paraded. They're telling lies. I wrote on the national paper condemning that act. I think as a political leadership, we must not encourage violence in this order. Grievances can be discussed, can be settled peacefully. Violence is not a means. I think I'm very clear on this, but as our Honorable MLA Lokeshwar has said it, it's one of the most painful moments in my life to see that one infant and one young child of 2.5 years old. I mean, in the heat of the moment, you kill each other, which is itself is unfortunate and avoidable. But hostage taking and putting up pictures, this is nothing but an act of terrorism. It is irrespective of the community. Whoever has done it, it is condemnable. Any community who does this kind of hostage taking and killing of, cold-blooded killing of people under captivity is unacceptable. Internationally, it is unacceptable. It is not only us.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.